Alright, this is gonna be a pretty short video because I think it's safe to say that this had to be one of the worst Mandalorian seasons. Like I remember when I first watched The Mandalorian during COVID. If I think that was the first Star Wars anything that I watched. Okay, it wasn't, but that was like the first time I watched like a Star Wars something with like a more mature, a more mature mindset going into it. So like seeing the decline of this season it's just really upsetting. But personally, I don't think it was that bad. I don't think it's as bad as everybody's making it. It's not good. As I said, it's the worst. It's the worst season. But I feel like there are a couple positives you can take from it. There are a ton, a bucket load of negatives, but like there are a couple positives. And see, anything to step up from what you got from, remember, the Book of Boba Fett. But like honestly, I just feel like this thing was just set up to. I feel like this thing was just made to like set up Ahsoka and create this Ahsoka and the gang for doing her own thing. It also going against no, it wasn't really going against, but like the transition period from watching The Last of Us then going to this. I think there are two things on like completely different tones. So I felt like it's also going to get like, I'm not saying that kind of comparison, but like I don't know, the transition it's not. But yeah, but there's some things I really liked about it. There are a couple things like I really liked the Mandalorian, like not the Djarin, but like the entire Mandalorian coven or whatever. I like the fact that we saw more of it. The Creed, we see the planet they're from. I can't remember the name right now. We see like more of the planet where they're from. We see what happened after the Great Purge that we saw in the Clone Wars TV show. We see like what happened to the Mandalorian place. Just like you get more, you see more of the Mandalorian. You get more like in-depth like character development building, of the Mandalorian people, and also Grogu. Like I feel like this was Grogu's season. I feel like you could say the other ones were more of like Grogu than Djarin. I feel like this one was just solely for Grogu and just like see Grogu grow up, and it was just cute, everything. And, like his development, him also training to be a Mandalorian. It'd be fun and cool, like if we actually see Grogu, like grow up. I don't think we might see that, but like it'd be cool to like see Grogu grow up and be like this Mandalorian Jedi, whatever, and to be like so super. Man, just imagine that. They should actually do that. That would be cool, like a Force Mandalorian person, like a real person, not like Grogu, but like that would be cool. Grogu also got like his robot suit, which was just so cool. It didn't look so nice. And also him helping the Djarin, like when the Djarin was trapped, you see him like flying the ship. Did he fly the ship? But like he went to go meet Bo-Katan. Also, another thing I really liked about it was Bo-Katan. As I mentioned in my previous video, I love Bo-Katan. I like Queen Sabine. Is it Sabine? Is it Queen Sabine? I like Bo-Katan. I like the fact that we see more like characters from the Clone Wars, because to me I think the Clone Wars is the best Star Wars anything. I've fallen out of love with Star Wars recently. I remember when I started watching The Mandalorian and stuff, I was in love with Star Wars. Like I think I was addicted to it at that point. And now I've just like fallen out of love with it. But like the Clone Wars is the thing that really, really made. Even before I had this Star Wars era, I used to watch it when I was younger on Cartoon Network. So Bo-Katan, just really nice seeing her. I love her character, and I hope we get like more of her. Maybe like a separate show. It's really sad what happened to her with the Darksaber and everything. I know it's just a little thing, but like the Darksaber is just so cool. I remember when I first saw it in the Clone Wars series, man. That thing, it will never not look cool. And I thought I was really expecting the Darksaber to go to. I know it might be too big for him, but I was really expecting it to like go to Grogu at some point. Now time for some of the negatives. It started off, I remember the first episode, it started off so well. We see Grogu, we see everybody, we see the gang back together. But I feel like this series, it should have stretched out the pirate beef, like the beef they had with the pirates. I feel like that's, even if like, I know that would have been the ultimate filler, but like, that's what they should have done, rather than trying to like, give us something that, oh, this dude is still here. Like, I think like, they should have just gone all out and made this season a filler season, but like an entertaining filler season, I felt like that could have been better, like them fighting with the pirates, maybe for their land. Then towards the end, maybe they now find out that, oh, we have Mandalore is freaking available, and that's when they now see Moff Gideon and his plan, and like I think that would have been better rather than, because honestly I even forgot Moff Gideon was alive. I thought they killed him in the previous one. So yeah, and also on like how can you go to capture Din Djarin? I thought he died, but how can you go capture Din Djarin and like not even the fact that they like kidnapped him, they broke him out, but the fact that they didn't know that he had escaped, like the fact that nobody knew. Like, come on, the Republic, he had one job, just at least like alert the rest, not like somebody you see it like 2 weeks later. Come on. And also the episode with Lizzo and Jack Black, that episode was so weird. I remember when I watched it, I think that's when I was like, what is going on with the Mandalorian? That was the episode that made me realize that this thing is declining, because that episode, Lizzo was awful in it. Let me be honest. Lizzo was absolutely nonsense in the. Even Jack Black wasn't really that good in it. Let me be completely honest. But I feel like that episode was just so cartoonish, so silly. I don't know who was like, okay, let's just upload this episode. This episode looks good. You let it go out. That episode was bad. Like, and the entire Navarro episodes were horrid. Like, my man, like Apollo Creed, I felt like he was always trying to recruit Din Djarin to be like this Lego City undercover cop, whatever. Like, he kept on asking him, being like, oh, I'll give you land. Like, bro, chill. Bro, the guy doesn't want. Like, can't you get the message? Like, it's just so silly. And he kept on trying to like build stuff, like the Moff Gideon scientist bit. Like, I don't get that. Like, I liked that episode. That episode was fun. Even if it ended the way it ended, I actually liked it. This was one of the better episodes for me personally. I actually liked that episode. But like, that just happened. I know it's connected to the entire thing that Moff Gideon was planning, but like, they didn't really mention it. Like, it was just up in the air. Like, they don't add 2 and 2 together. Like, yeah, you figure it out yourself, but like, it's just it infuriates me, But I could go on and on, but I want this thing to be as short as possible. And I feel like, and I hope that their plan to just use this episode to set off Ahsoka goes well for them, because this thing was made. I didn't really like it, and I hope it's good. And I hope it's good, man. You can't massacre my boy and get away with it. So I just feel like they can't mess up the Ahsoka thing, because this was an absolute mid setup for for Ahsoka. I loved Ahsoka in the Clone Wars. She was like one of my favorite things about it. Her, the Mandalorian tribe, Darth Maul. I can go on about everything I loved about that TV show. But the Ahsoka I saw in season 2, I'm really hoping it holds up. I didn't really like the Ahsoka. I hope that I will grow into liking it. But I didn't like the Ahsoka I saw in season 2. And fingers crossed, Ahsoka is good. It's coming out in June, I think, or that Secret Invasion. I can't remember, but it's coming out soon. The Mandalorian, if I'm to rate it out of 10 compared to the previous ones, season 1 was like an 8. Season 2 was like a 9.5, and this was like a 6. And I'll give like maybe Book of Boba Fett like a 4 or a 5. But that's just my opinion at the end of the day. I want to know what you thought about The Mandalorian down below. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one, which should be everything I watched this month. I've watched a ton. So thank you for watching this video. Peace. You trust that they gon' switch up on you real fast. They looking ahead, you stuck in the past.